What's up, guys? Gaburan Quiet here. Um, Excuse my lack of a shirt right now. I literally just woke up. So yeah. All I'm gonna say is, if you find this unpleasant in any way, shape, or form, then you can simply just safely tune out of the video because I'm literally just not wearing a shirt. It's nothing. Literally, I don't care. I can give a rat's ass if you don't like it or not. So yeah, in any case, let's get to the meat, the actual integrity of this video, which is Bael. So so yeah, I never worked with Bael. Bael simply just he came my way and he visited me while I fell asleep watching a movie on Alexander the Great. The movie is called Alexander. So while I was watching the movie, since I watched it numerous times and I was watching it while I was tired, because I simply just threw it on while I was bored and whatnot, just to have something playing in the background. I simply fell asleep through halfway the movie finishing up, and then I was bestowed upon a dream, or better said, Baal visited me while I was sleeping. He visited my dreams and whatnot, and and essentially the way that the dream went was, I was in my house, so my current house that I'm in right now, and everything was dark. Literally everything was dark as fuck. There was not a shed of light that was present within said dream, other than my astral body releasing its own energy, and that energy essentially illuminates the area that's around me, like a small part of the area that's around me. So there was only like a glimmer of light essentially within the dream. So that's how I was able to get around. And I was essentially trying to find something. I was going in, I was going through all of the rooms within my house, and I was checking all the creaks and cracks of my house, literally. The bathroom, my altar room, and everything, and it goes on, and I was checking everything until I went back into my room, and when I opened up my closet, I saw Baal there in my closet, literally, and he was just like a dark pile of astral energy. It was literally just him, but he was like in a dark astral form. Okay, he was just black, and I couldn't really see his eyes too well. And yeah, I knew that was him because throughout the entirety of the dream, when I was getting closer to my room, I just kept hearing his name being chanted or recited, Baal, 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 Baal. And then the moment when I opened up my closet, literally that name became a lot more louder and prominent, especially when I was staring at him in said dream. I just kept hearing Baal, 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 loud as fuck, and yeah, that was when I woke up. And when I woke up, he was literally standing alongside my bed, and I saw this huge guy, this huge Arabic or Middle Eastern looking man, dressed in Middle Eastern or Arabic like armor. So armor that Muslims used to wear, like Ottomans and etc. Ottomans and it goes on and stuff like that. He was wearing one of these protective chest plates that protect against arrow fire and etc. Stuff that essentially the Ottoman Empire used to wear back in ancient times, when they used to go at it with the Byzantine Empire around the 14 or 1300s and etc. And he was holding like this really long spear, this really long phalanx like spear. Okay, it was like a pike essentially, and he was wearing a turban as well. He was wearing a turban, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Honestly, Baal looks a lot like Kingu, but not necessarily. Kingu's a lot different. Kingu looks like Cyrus the Great from the Persian Empire, but Baal simply just looks like a Middle Eastern man. And yeah, that was pretty much the form that he took. And he told me, "Hello, Eduardo. I would like to offer your services to me. I hope you enjoyed the dream that I gave you." And it goes on and blah 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 and stuff like that of that nature. And I simply agreed with him. I told him, yeah, that I liked the dream. You know that despite it being a bit ominous in nature, I liked the dream because that's pretty much me. I like stuff like that. And yeah, we simply just proceeded. We got right to it after. I asked him if he wanted me to write an article and shoot a video in his name, and he agreed. He wanted me to essentially shed light on his name, which I have no problem doing. And yeah, we're here now. So I already wrote the article on him like essentially 2 months ago or something like that, or three, maybe four. And now is the time in which I decided to shoot the video on him. So yeah. In any case, moving on. Let me get right to my article, in which the section that describes his character traits. So yeah, his voice differs in appearance. So essentially, this is not the only form that he took for me. He took a different form. He adjusted himself in a form that I saw on him in some source material out there. If you guys are familiar with Shin Megami Tensei, the video game series Shin Megami Tensei, they also have animes, but yeah, in general, if you guys are familiar with Shin Megami Tensei, then yeah, Bael is also amongst that source material, and I saw a specific form that he took in said series, and I liked it. So I simply just I recalled the form back in my mind, and he adjusted himself in the form, and I told him if he can please take this form, and he was way ahead of me. He already took the form, and he asked me if this is the form that I prefer, for him to take whenever he appears before me, and I told him yes. So yeah, and in this form, his in terms of the two forms that he took for me, his voice is different. So the original form that he took for me at first, when he was standing alongside my bed, when he first appeared before me, his voice simply sounded like that of a Middle Eastern man, essentially. Yeah, he's he's standing in front of me right now. He's waving at me. He's telling me, yeah, that he didn't mean to disturb me. Yeah, no problem. In any case, yeah, so he sounds like a Middle Eastern man, essentially someone who, has like an Arabic accent, but it's more refined, it's more different than what you usually hear, as opposed to the second form and now he just took that second form right now, and he's telling me, if is this the form that I'm referring to? Yeah. So yeah, literally he sounds way different in this form. Okay, he still sounds like he has a Middle Eastern accent, but it's different. It's way different, and the tone of his voice sounds a bit younger, because in his original form, he essentially looks older. He looks like an old man, someone between their 40s or 50s or something like that. But in this form, he looks a lot younger, and he sounds a lot younger, okay, and that is pretty much it. Really, that's pretty much all that I could say about his voice. And in terms of Bale's characteristics, Bale is Martian. So Bael is Martian, and he corresponds to 8 degrees in Aries. So the keyword here is arbitrary. Okay, Bale's specialty comes with dealing with weaponry. Okay, weaponry of all sorts and kinds and types in nature. Okay, so whether it be a shield, whether it be a sword, a dagger, a crossbow, a bow and arrow, firearms, fucking tanks, artillery weapons. It goes on and on and on. He deals with all of that. Okay, his specialty lies in weaponry in general, of all kinds and shapes and sizes, and yeah, he can also show you how to deal with said weaponry. Literally, if you're someone who has no knowledge on wielding a sword and swinging a sword accurately and accordingly, then Bael is your guy. Bael can literally show you how to master swordsmanship and marksmanship, and it goes on. Different kinds of forms of dealing with weaponry. He also deals with he's also skilled in fertility. I'm sorry, I just had to get to that really fast because I forgot about it. So I have to check out my own article so that I could recall everything, because I have a lot on my mind. I deal with spirits on a daily, and I'm not gonna remember small things like that. So yeah, Bael is also skilled in fertility, because that's what the individuals that used to worship him back in the day, um, they used to essentially worship him in that manner, because Baal was mostly worshipped by Canaanites, the Canaanites from back in the day in ancient times, before before the, what's that empire called? The Carthaginians, yeah, the Carthaginians, because the Canaanites were before the Carthaginians, if I'm not mistaken, and then the Carthaginians were like a derivative form of the Canaanites. or something similar like that. But yeah, the Canaanites used to worship him in that manner, as well as for war. Okay, because he was looked at as a war god essentially, to help his worshippers with dealing with their weaponry and it goes on and on and on and stuff like that. So fertility is also his traits. So when it comes to fertility, he's skilled in basically acquiring money, acquiring crops, and bringing food to one's household, and it goes on and on and on. Stuff of a fertile nature, and in the improvement of said crops. So if you're growing crops and etc., if you have like a small garden in your backyard, then yeah, he's skilled in improving said garden, and that is pretty much it really. Anything else? Yeah, that is pretty much all that Bael is skilled in, really. Anything else that might correspond to Eddie's as well, he can also do so, but to a minor extent, he says. And that is pretty much it. So, there's nothing else really that I can say on Bael, honestly. Though, I really did like the appearance that he took, and I really did like him making his debut in such a way and or a manner. Um, and I like the fact that he's Martian. I really cherish and favor Martian spirits. Obviously, if you guys know me, and if you guys read my tuned into my videos and read my articles up until this point, I really love Martian spirits, and Bael is one of them. The guy is good. I also told him that I might have him help me improve upon my overall swordsmanship. So dealing with my katana, dealing with my katana one, because I already know what's up. If there's anything else that I could possibly learn with dealing with said katana that's on Lord Samaya's altar, if you can see it right there, literally where the AC is. Um, then yeah, if there's anything else that I can improve upon my overall swordsmanship, then I would have Bael show me the way or shed light upon said feat. So but yeah, no, not around these times really, and he knows. Yeah, he's telling me soon. If whenever I need his assistance, then he's one call away essentially. So yeah, nothing else really that I could possibly mention. Let me see. Hmm. Yeah, there's nothing else really that I could possibly mention on Bael. So I'll leave the video as it is. I also made a seal for him that's on the bottom section of my altar. I mean, I'm sorry, the bottom section of my article on Bael. It's a Martian seal with this Aries correspondence on there and the colorization, the opposing colors of Mars. So red and green essentially. And yeah, you guys can knock yourself out if you would like to summon and deal with Bael. Bael seal is all over Google, okay? But if you would like my seal, which corresponds to his alignment essentially, then yeah, you can go ahead and knock yourself out. You can download it from the article itself. You can rip it from the article and use it. So yeah, that is pretty much all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this spirit video, and that is all. Bye bye.